there's quite a large amount of racers who have a lot of CoNDOR experience, but are having to shake off a lot of rust, and I think Duneaught kind of fits in that.
I will agree with you fully there. I think that Dune is a bit rusty, and Sage has actually been doing some improvements with leaps and bounds. She's actually been playing fantastically lately.
And it looks like they're off.
They are off indeed, going completely different directions. One going for the blood shot, the other one just going directly to the trapdoor.
I'm really surprised at Duneaught's decision to skip the titanium crossbow there. That's a very strong weapon.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of those weapons that if you don't know, then it seems horrible. And I wonder if
Oh man,
Dune...
and over on Sage's side, we have your favorite item.
Ugh. Yeah, holster. I mean, listen. Holster can be good. It's just usually not. I think it's sometimes overblown. But I do appreciate it for its potential. It's just rarely used, that's all. We're seeing some differences in the way they're tackling these floors as well. It's kind of interesting. And what I was going to say quickly about Dune is I feel like the old meta was just avoid crossbows. So it might be that his rust sort of is related to that a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
He's just got some of the old meta.
Back in pre-release, crossbows were pretty, early pre-release, crossbows were pretty damn terrible.
Yeah, it was
like,
the,
no
I
one
mean,
wanted them.
it's all the piercing.
Yeah, it was the major changes. For those not in the know, crossbows used to be a lot weaker than they currently are. Back in pre-release, all they had was that 4-tile range. It was basically a bow with 1 extra range, but you have to manage reloading it. It was like, and it's like, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
You're having to add this extra task, waste beats doing it, and constantly have it in mental check.
Having to count
How many shots you have.
It was not good.
Because another change that's been made since pre-release is that click that you get when you spend the last shot in your crossbow. That didn't used to be there.
Nope.
So it was entirely on you to keep track of how many shots were loaded in there. And it led to tons of unexpected deaths where, you're just, firing away at enemies from afar, and then suddenly you just step into a nightmare or something.
Exactly.
It's like right in front of your face.
Yeah, you think, and then you just hop right into it because you're just like, yeah, I'll shoot it. And yeah, it was really frustrating. I actually was in the stream when Kevin made that sound effect. This is a fun fact. I don't know if everybody knows this, but the sound of a regular Nintendo zapper is part of that sound. He actually took the sound that the clicking that the trigger makes. I don't know, anyone who has ever used a zapper would know the sound. That ching 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 that the zapper trigger makes, that is actually in there, which is pretty awesome. So that's part of what makes the sound, which I kind of love that trivia. And Dune getting blasted again. He's really got to learn these Red Dragon drops here. He of course did die a little while ago, and he's already back down there, but tanking a solid.
While we were talking about the crossbow there, he went down to that Red Dragon trapdoor and getting back there again pretty quickly, but then immediately taking pretty much the same damage he took that got him killed last time.
Yeah, he just happened to have the health to survive it. Sage in a really bad spot here, handling it, but when you lose your obsidian damage and then you've got creepy crawlies all around you, it can be real spooky.
Yeah.
And we're starting to really see kind of the same build for both our players, just Dune's a little delayed here because of that death. Looks like Sage has opted to go with the slower strat. I guess that's because she doesn't have a bomb.
Yeah, she doesn't have any bombs, but I think on Duneaught's side, we're probably likely going to see him get a little bit less of the build, just by nature of that he knows he's playing from behind and that he needs to push a little bit.
Yep, I think that's a
whereas Sage got a lot of her current build from checking all of the Zone 2 shops, and I don't think Dune's going to be doing that as much.
That is true, yeah. But, I mean, some of the crux of the build, I think, was a little more straightforward. We've got, like, the ring, the sword, those are kind of the things you really want. But, yeah, not having maybe the, like, fireball spell, or that sort of thing.
Or, that I think that shop he just skipped was possibly where Sage had found the Explorer's Boots, if I'm remembering correctly.
Those are very
not positive about that, but we'll see.
Now, it looked like, was that a Ring of Peace in Sage's Zone 3 shop that she had skipped? I think keeping the Ring of Regen, which I think isn't the worst idea. I don't know. I mean, has one level 1 armor with both the helmet and the leather armor. So when you have a lot of armor, it's cool to keep that Ring of Regen because you can usually not die and build your health back up again. But of course, Ring of Peace is super strong as well with the reduced enemy spawn, so I don't know. And that's a dead shopkeeper.
I can see at either going for either one is fairly justifiable. But yeah, looking like
killed the shopkeeper
that's
purely for the
a-
titanium rapier. I wonder if she'd forgotten that she had that ring of regeneration there.
Yeah, because it seemed like she really had her mind set on that courage, but then upon seeing the regen before, it kind of just went,
wait, I might need that.
wait a second.
And it's not a terrible idea considering that she is ahead, but I mean, Dune's already on 3-1. Dune is scooting, and he's got a blast helm, which, as we all know, is a pretty good item to have for the Necrodance fight.
Oh, especially like the +3 bombs it gives, which we're seeing part of that, part of that effect here, because Dune with 4 bombs, Sage with 0.
And 0 bombs is
Sage...
bad plan. I see some butt
0
puzzles.
bombs is bad, but you can have a blood shovel instead.
Very
which
good.
is what Sage has.
Good point. And with the ring regen, more likely to maintain the health required for that. So maybe that was part of the equation. I'm not sure on keeping that over the courage.
Yes.
I would imagine you would probably take courage, probably in a heartbeat. But it depends on your situation.
It depends on the positioning of my opponent. If my opponent's far enough behind that I'm comfortable with, maybe giving up a little speed, definitely regen. But if I feel like I still need to be pushing fairly hard, courage, no doubt.
Ooh, and there's a juicy shot there. Dune just picking up the boots. Thinking again, going for the obsidian shovel. Fair enough, might as well upgrade it. He actually, on his last floor, I don't know if people saw that in chat, but he did a really nice buffer on the wall, buffer on the enemy, the torch, because he couldn't go anywhere because there was hot coals everywhere. So he buffered on the torch instead of digging at the wall and losing his multiplier, which is good play, especially when you're using an obsidian weapon.
But on the subject of courage versus regeneration, I actually just finished casting the Echian versus Oblivion match, and Oblivion is one who believes that courage is actually the safer choice between the two. He was given the exact choice of being Echian had just gone down, and he just finished his Zone 3 boss. He was on courage, and his purple just had regen, and he actually chose to stick with courage, saying that courage is safer than regen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if it's like the majority or the bulk of your play is with courage, then maybe it's like a comfort thing. But like, courage got me killed on my only pre-run there, where I just forgot that courage was going to move me up, and then I jumped into a wall spider. So, yeah, no, there's things like that where it just kind of messes with the way you think you're going to move. That's a good opportunity here for Sage to get some health up. Killing the shopkeeper. Not really necessary to get that gluttony
necessary
charm.
to kill that shop there. Just kind of needing to eat the food there.
Yeah.
But
ooh, getting
really gonna make a bit of a difference.
smoked. Still
yeah,
alive,
taking some damage there, but Dune really looking to push with this this phasing Jewel Dagger, which Jewel Dagger I think is one of the best weapons you can have with phasing, other than obviously the phasing dagger itself.
Oh, Sage using the Oblivion strats and doing it very well.
Almost catching her off guard at the end when that skeleton got in the way, but handling it just fine.
Yeah, that was really, really nice.
So,
Dune's got to pick up the pace. I feel like he's playing kind of slow. And yeah, it's not digging here. Oh, there it is.
At this point, I think this is a huge lead. Dune, in fact, Dune needs to play it slow at this point and just hope that Sage dies, but that's not very likely at this point.
No, not with 3.5 hearts. Gonna get a couple hits there, but 2 armor too is also good, or I guess 1 heart of armor. I don't know if we've got a colloquial way to say that, and that is it.
That's it.
GG Sage with a really solid win. I mean, capitalizing on the death by Dune, and GG, very, very good.
Yeah, and it was a little strange to see Dune struggling so much with that the Zone 1 trapdoor.
Yeah,
Coral Rift, was it? Or Conga? I can't remember. I know it wasn't Death Metal.
It was Coral Rift. Yeah, and it was not Death Metal, so that's
so,
okay.
I mean,
we'll see. That might just be the bane of his play.
Yeah, the Red Dragon in that trapdoor tripping him up both times he got there, and I think really being the cause of what lost him this race.
Yeah, I would argue that he actually had better pace through Zone 2 and 3 than Sage. I mean, of course, Sage probably slow playing, but he did have pretty good pace. He was making some ground, but then Zone 4 just kind of slowed right down for Dune. That 4-1 was exceptionally slow, so I don't know. Anti, you bet, that's a lot of money on Dune. Someone's going to be very happy.
And what kind of dollars are these?
Mm-hmm.
I'm betting they're not U.S. or Canadian dollars.
Well, they might be Canadian.
They're like anti-dollars or something, which, you know, has like a 1 in
Anti-bucks?
10 trillion conversion rate or something.
Yeah. Definitely. What's up, Mac? How's it going? Hey, chat. Hope you enjoyed the first race. I certainly did. I thought it was great. Very interesting stuff. Some good choices. Love to see a little courage there. We see a lot of courage. All right, here it goes. Both of our racers off and immediately checking that empty room. Now, there was a strat that was it's kind of an old strat, and I'm kind of curious what your thoughts are, Spooty, considering you are strat master. When it comes to opening up secret rooms, for speed, do you just go ahead and straight up open them? Or do you do what originally, I think it was Ryan Clark sort of suggested way back in the day, of digging kind of the corners out to see if it's a bat closet or not?
Well, it depends kind of on my approach for it. If I get to that corner first and I have the opportunity to just, you know, peek at the corner, yeah, I'll generally do that. I do that in CoDA all the time. It's a lifesaver is CoDA.
Well,
for sure.
CoDA, absolutely, yeah. Got to keep the back closets closed. Interesting.
But
so it's
yeah,
situational.
it's something I'll do occasionally in cadence races as well.
Yeah, I definitely, for those who are interested in Deathless or just trying to finish the game, it's a good strat if you don't have a torch to dig a place beside, like a corner that's beside one of the secret rooms, in case it's like a bat room. You won't open it, and then you'll know that it's bad news, and then you can avoid it. And Sage again going faster than Dune here.
Yeah, having a nice little bomb usage there in the trapdoor to clear up that Minotaur a little more quickly.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, an early bomb, there is always the concern. I'm sure a few people in chat might have been like, ooh, I mean, that put you from 3 to 2 bombs. That's
okay.
not a good
I'm
threshold.
not sure I like the decision to use a bomb to finish Conga off, though. It's only 2 hits.
Yeah.
And I feel like that.
And the spicy noodle.
that chest.
So
that
in this
chest.
situation, if you die, the first thing you go for is that Lucky Charm and see if you can pull something better out of that.
Oh, and Dune
Speaking of
going
dying,
down to Conga.
Wow, surprising. I feel like Dune is not his self. He usually plays a little stronger. I will have you know that Dune actually has won a CoNDOR event. And it was against me, and it was the dance pad event. And we should never talk about that event.
Serious of events.
Oh, it was a bad time. It was such
like,
a...
why aren't there more people who play dance pad?
I don't know. Yeah, you could do
This
it
needs
for
to
sure
be
now.
fixed.
But this was pre-you. That is all right. Glass
that
Quail.
transmog.
Love it.
And that first transmog being pretty bad, blood crossbow, but second one being a little stronger, glass flail. Yeah, flail's not necessarily the best weapon for endgame. They can be pretty awkward blade masters and such, but
it's quite nice Zone 2.
The majority of the game is gonna work out nicely.
So this is interesting. Dune has decided that he's gonna kind of slow play a little, and he's gonna get this shopkeeper blasted and be able to pick up the titanium cat, which is a wonderful item. Really, really strong. So
yeah,
one of the best titaniums for sure.
Yeah, definitely a very strong pickup there. Really gonna help him out here, especially considering that, you know, that that first boss chest is a blood whip.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
so
like
maybe I'm not sure if he saw that.
Sage lost her glass flail.
She did. Yep. So Sage is rocking a shard right now, and that, I mean, does open up somewhat of an opportunity for Dune to catch up. Perhaps that's got some good items in that shop.
But she has no way
no bombs
to do anything with that.
She might have been a little too liberal with her bombs, considering especially that Dune has 6, formerly 7.
Oh yeah, that blast home's really gonna help with that.
and he doesn't check the black chest. I'm not sure if that's because he knows that it's a spicy noodle in there, or if he's pretty satisfied with his titanium cat. I know I would be. It's such a good item. It's so good.
Oh, yeah, fighting a glass shop, but it's got nothing. It's just got a jaw, and she just takes the jaw.
Takes the jaw.
Doesn't have the money for the armor, so she's on one hit death here.
Kill. That's a really ballsy move, especially considering it really just puts her up to 2. I mean, it's gonna make this death metal better. I mean, a 2 over 1 is pretty big threshold in death metal, because he's just so many hits, but. All right, and here's the moment of truth, black chest, and late mail. Whoa,
and she leaves her shard!
Oh, she knew she was going to, you gotta go blood here. Oh my God, what a play. That was pro strats. Oh, except for there was no way she knew that.
I'm not buying that was intentional. I'm not buying that was intentional.
That was so lucky.
You have no way of knowing that you're going to be able to find a weapon like immediately after coming in.
Take the miner's cap, please. Wow, is she gonna salvage this run after what looked like a horrible mistake? Keeps it together. Yeah, that's some next level stuff right there. Careful, you healed. You don't have the infinite damage anymore. Oh my God, that was awesome. The Squega suit, the loss of the weapon. It was such a perfect...
Oh, and there goes her glass shovel, going back down to half heart, regenning it back up to 1 again.
Please take your shovel, though. Don't leave it behind. Okay, she took it.
She's got the miner's cap, so it wouldn't be the end of the world.
Oh, man, she's really good at keeping herself down at half a heart by getting hit by enemies.
I'm not sure if this is intended or not. I don't think it is.
I don't think so
either.
either.
I believe it's going to help her go fast, having this damage.
That is true. This is a little spooky here with this nightmare. Some enemies. Oh, the slip and slides. She just needed to attack up. Oh my God.
Not noticing the shelf monster creeping up on her through that nightmare cloud.
What a run.
And meanwhile, Duneaught finding courage.
Oh, baby.
So he is on...
He's got the
good
kayak.
old, as I like to call it, the slingshot.
The slingshot, which is a better name than the kayak, but I don't know, I'm Canadian.
And we're going for a slip and slide. Blast home.
Nice.
Okay, shield works too.
This race is so good. Oh, it's good stuff. Oh man, and Sage was really sitting there for a long time on that death screen. Probably a little perturbed with the slip and slide. I think the darkness slip and slide was maybe the worst part of that, because you just don't know. Oh man, Dune, you gotta keep it together. This is a sketchy build. Yeah, the seed is hilarious, Arachnus.
I'm loving I'm loving Dune's build right now. Although he is gonna be lacking the goo protection when he hits zone 4. Gonna have to be watching out for that, because Courage Cat can really abruptly and tragically throw you into goo when you least expect it.
Absolutely it can. This is that 3-3 that we just lost Sage on, and it looks like he's handling a little better. The miner's cap, lack of miner's cap was good. You know, Glass Whip Courage isn't the worst thing in the world, but I definitely keep the Titanium Cat over it. Oh, and we're seeing Sage doing the strat that Dune did. This is interesting. I wonder if that was a matter of screen watching or not. That's interesting. Ooh, Courage is sketchy on Coral Riff. Oh boy, that was actually kind of spooky. Handles it nicely though. This looks like it's gonna be a nice clean fight. Not totally curse it. Very good. Wow. Gotta go perp, I think, in this situation.
Probably going purple, looking for... Oh, no. Finding a wardrobe. I don't think he really wants that.
Nah, wardrobe's not so good there. Oh, Sage going down again to a trapdoor. I was surprised Sage didn't actually utilize that red dragon to pick up a luck charm. I mean, I guess not in this situation, but knowing that both of your black chests are not good in Zone 1 and 2, it might be worthwhile, but... Gonna sit there for a while. I think Sage is a little perturbed on that play. It's unfortunate. At this point, that I would be healing up if I was Dune, please, Dune, please.
Yeah, that first death of hers was pretty rough. Like a lot of just crazy intense happenings leading up to that.
Yeah, that was bad.
I'm like between forgetting her shard in the in death metal.
Yep.
And
getting the blood.
Being able to salvage it.
Yeah.
Building health back up and losing it at almost the exact same rate.
Seriously.
It was it was a little bit of a wild ride for her.
It was all over the map. Now I think Sage is looking for the seed again. Or just waiting. I mean, Dune is not in a great. Dune is not in a great situation. I mean,
Dune is far from
done.
a state where I would say this is a one run.
Yeah, especially
you can
with this
slow
kind
play
of sneaky build.
Yeah, you can slow play it, like there's no tomorrow, but there's, he's still lacking goo protection. He still only has base health and no potion or anything. So, goo situations,
goo would kill
those
him
can
pretty
still
fast.
claim him pretty easily.
Yeah.
Especially with a build like Courage Cat, that can create some really funky situations with Deadringer.
Oh, absolutely. That is a recipe for disaster. What's he going for? I'd go for maybe boots to protect from the goo. I mean, he is on 4-3, so the only goo he's going to have to worry about...
He's probably just going to find, like, leaping and lunging, which
that's a
is
good
probably
point.
not what he's looking for.
Nope. Maybe he wants to find... I don't know. Boots
pain. Okay, there we go. There's
floaty
levitation.
boots. That's good. Yeah, that I think ultimately is fine because they're going to do more protection for him on the goo, really, than those Hargraves were giving him. So, because of course the goo does ignore your armor.
No, it doesn't ignore your armor.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, armor is applied when you hit
it's
the
just
goo.
still
It's
double
just
damage.
that the damage is doubled before armor is taken into account.
Ah. Oh,
Which,
okay.
might make it seem like it's ignoring it because it just, like, increases the damage intake to absolutely astronomical levels.
Yes.
But armor is still factored in.
Oh, my bad.
So,
that's cool.
Yeah, in the case of his previous build with the Hargraves, if he would have had a 1.5 hearts worth of defense. So say he was let's say he gets into a really nasty situation and gets hit by a black skeleton rider. That has a base damage of 3, and if he's under effective goo, that gets doubled to 6 before the 1.5 armor kicks in, which is going to take it down to 4.5.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Compared to his current build, where he has a little less defense, but doesn't get affected by goo, it's 3 base damage, minus 1 heart from his chainmail. That's going to be 2 damage. It's a lot better.
Yeah. Absolutely. So floaty boots for the win.
But yeah, all that while we were talking about that, he breezed right through that Deadringer fight.
Yeah, he did a really safe,
now on his Necrodancer.
Really safe lure strats, which is good. His lure strats for Necrodancer maybe not so much, but that's okay.
Doing the spawn minimization on Necrodancer, so there's not really a whole lot you can do. Bombing out a little bit of the stage, so freeing up a couple spawns, but still nothing too threatening. Dorian with that cat, just mopping them right up,
and he's
that's
got it. GG, well played. All right, well, that's a win for Dune, so we're going to see our first 2-1 of the night. Nicely done, Dune. So we'll see who takes this. Currently tied. Just a little message from what I'm reading. I don't know if they don't want me to read this out on stream, so maybe I'll avoid anything if it's so bad. But yeah, Sage just saying, lol, did you see my run? Awesome weapons. Dune said, I was watching, but I died because watching. So yeah. Oh, it's too funny. Sometimes you don't want to watch your opponent so closely that you're going to die because of it. It's like driving and texting, folks. Try not to do it. Thanks. PSA from Elad. Yeah, she might be realigning her chi. Exactly, Psychass. You've got it. Yeah, so I guess Anti wins a few more anti-bucks back. What a Dune thing to say. It's so true, Anti. Hey, you guys remember when Dune was hosting CoNDOR for a while? That was fun. I remember those days. I was in Hawaii. It was cool. All right, we are off and running.
On to race 3.
Yep. So SageV Dune tied 1-1, and a pretty boring 1-1 actually here. As we maybe that blood shot will be good. That blood shop's gonna be good because of how boring this.
I would imagine they're both gonna check it. Oh no,
Dude's not
skipping
checking
it. Oh,
he wanted this.
That,
he
that
wanted
one shop
blood
actually
shop.
isn't the blood shop. It's a transmog.
Ouch. At least they found that extra bomb.
Oh,
Ooh, that is not
Sage getting a base cat, which is not bad, but
good strat. I mean, base cat's fine, but I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, but the main meta there is to avoid transmogging your weapon on 1-1 because you're bound to get something bad.
Yeah, it's the chances of getting a good transmog out of a 1-1 transmog shop, unless you manage to get like Lucky Charm in your 1-1 somehow, odds are you're gonna get absolute garbage, like just base weapons, like base whip, base broadsword, that sort of stuff. It's not what you want to be seeing.
And the 1-1 Luck Charm is not easy to find. You gotta find a... Can you get Lord Monsters on 1-1?
Yes, you can.
So, Lord Monster is probably your best bet. You're not getting any
Lord
dragons.
Monsters or some sort of choke point that's gonna let you pile
like a Black Skelly closet or something.
Yeah, Black Skelly closets will work. Rent back closets can work if they cooperate. You know, there's lots of ways, but they're not going to be on every 1-1.
Green Bat, yeah. I think you got to be full multiplier for the Green Bat, right? I don't quite remember how much it gives you.
I think that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't memorized all the gold amounts for me. I don't do a lot of score running, so that's not the kind of stuff. I don't even know if the score runners keep that stuff in mind. I don't know how important it is to actually memorize. Because you just want to get all the gold. But I guess it's good to know if something's worth chasing after. Actually, that just reminded me real quick. Just a major shout out again to the fact that there's going to be some DLC for this game, which is super exciting. And I don't know if Ryan's still here, but there was a little bit of discussion in the Discord channel, which if you're not there and you're a Necrodancer fan, you should totally check it out. I'm going to post a thing in the chat. But talking about making Deathless great again. Hashtag make Deathless great again, or great for the first time, where we actually maybe could introduce saving so that people want to do it, because right now it's a bit of a meme, I think.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, the concern about not that prevented them from putting saving in the first place was that people could just like edit whatever save files they put in, and it would mean absolutely nothing that way. But yeah. As it is, we have the problem with taking it the other approach. No one really wants to run Deathless because it becomes kind of a battle of attrition for just how long you're willing to leave your game open running the same streak. And especially with something like CoNDOR going on, most of the people who would be capable of putting good scores up there just aren't capable of doing it from a time sense.
Yeah, because they're going to have to race or whatever.
They can't keep that streak open. They have to race. They can't keep the streak active. So, yeah, we're kind of in a situation where really the only
maybe the cheating would be
streaks
fine.
that matter are are considered worthwhile at all are some of the more difficult characters like Arya,
Coda.
maybe Monk and Coda.
Yep.
But I mean,
like Dorian
Smokepipe recently took my 100 Deathless Cadence win with like a 119 win streak.
Oh, seriously?
And it's just like.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's like, even if I had the time to
would you want to?
Would I want to? I just saw the Necrobot post.
Oh, that's funny.
The Necroscorebot post, and my only response was, why? Like, that's all I could say to him.
That's pretty hilarious.
And he even took a page out of my book and died to a barrel.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's the only way to die.
That's what I was trying to do at the end of my streak, and I just couldn't make it work, because I had to get out the door.
No.
Oh, dude, going down with such a huge lead.
Yeah, that was rough. He was way ahead, but he just chose wrong on what to attack and got
I'm
hit by a
actually
Skelly
not
Knight.
sure what Sage is doing right now. Sage is Sage was right near the exit, but it's looking like she's trying to full clear the floor.
She might have
or
heard
something.
him die. Oh no, they're not in the same chat together. I'm not sure because I feel like with stream delay she wouldn't have seen it. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, dying to a barrel, Yoshi.
Oh, okay. She was farming to buy the blood shovel.
Ah, smart. Yes, blood shovel is good. It's good. But yeah, is it worth just going back to the deathless conversation, is it worth just having the potential for cheaters just so that it's relevant for some people? Because, like, as a community, we can do a lot of vetting just by seeing their names, typically. But you don't know.
Typically, but see, yeah, the problem is that, I mean, for things like Cadence, there are so many people, many of them who have absolutely no name in CoNDOR, who would be totally capable, feasibly capable of, you know, safe playing Cadence for 100+ times and winning that many times in a row. And with there's no way, like, replays don't really offer any sort of validation to that.
That is also true.
I mean, it only shows the run they died on, so yeah, that doesn't do much for proving or disproving the validity of high scores.
Yeah, there was some discussion about maybe making it, the Boots of Pain build, swapping out the Explorer boots, a little bit more dangerous, but I do love the Boots of Pain build. Boots of Pain
are good and all, but I think considering the massive lead Sage is playing with at the moment, I think Explorer boots would have been the way to go.
I would agree. That was a fun kill, though. Very nice. It's hard to get that Death Metal 3 killed quickly, but it was handled very nicely, which is good. I was gonna say, isn't there some sort of like cloud saving potential that might make it less likely to cheat? I don't know, since it uses the cloud.
Possibly. I'm not sure exactly how Steam handles all that.
Oh, maybe it has the commentary up. Oh, that's true. Yeah. I can't do it. If I have commentary up, it messes me up when I race. But some people it's good. Oh, that sucked. Sage was just trying to scoot in there and ended up getting telemaged over. That was a little rough. Dune trying to catch up, but I mean this lead is pretty substantial for Sage.
Dune with a pretty safe build, tilling for that heavy plate. In pretty good shape. Sage finding an armor of her own though.
Yep. And
getting that that's going to suit.
Got the lucky charm there. Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, so Sage has a pretty good build now with that Squega suit. Again, goo is still an issue. And if goo becomes an issue, that'll be unfortunate considering that she had the boots that would save her from goo. So, ho! That looks like a heavy plate in that vault. Oh my God!
The shot goes!
So spooky.
But having barely surviving, having that ham on backup.
Oh, backup ham, best ham. That was... Whew.
Praise ham.
That was so sketchy. But... Oh man, it's rare that you see somebody hit by the ghost, full stop, but also then surviving. That was kind of awesome. That Boots of Pain kill on the blue dragon, right in the face. That was awesome.
Yeah, the Shopkeeper Ghost, not quite as beefy on his hits as the Shopkeeper himself, only having a base damage of 5 hearts. I mean, that's still more than almost anything else in the game.
Yep.
It's more than Deadringer, so...
Oh, Deadringer off the rails! Oh man, Cat Deadringer is... I would say Cat's probably the worst weapon for Deadringer. I feel like it just does some weird stuff. I don't know.
Salvaging it just fine.
Yep, totally fine.
Not even taking a hit.
Well, if you take a hit from Deadringer, it hurts. He packs a wallop.
Hurts, but she would be able to survive. Would have been able to survive one.
Well, that was an interesting play.
Yeah,
blood magics before getting started. I don't think that was
hit the wrong spell there. Meant to hit the shield. I accidentally hit the heal on the first try. It happens.
It does.
I've seen races where someone dies to accidentally blood magicking, like a freeze spell or something instead of casting a non-blood bomb on Necrodancer.
Nice little lure there at the end for Sage to take this one 2-1. That was back and forth. I liked it. All kind of came down to deaths, but ultimately a very good race. GG's, congratulations, Sage. And with that,
Dune
Sorry, go ahead.
Dune putting in some solid play, but then